Just want to take a moment to explain this. So your level of awareness is your frequency. So as you raise your awareness, meaning you expand your consciousness into greater possibilities, right? Then you're raising your frequency. Frequency is how frequently are you dwelling within that space of that higher awareness that becomes you. That level of awareness becomes you because it shifts you from the inside out, right? Which is why when you raise your level of awareness, you have to let go of an older reality. And when you let go of an older reality, all your fears start to arise. It's scary. That's because you're deconstructing that reality. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you have somebody who is operating within a small circle. Let's just call that circle their life. And there's nothing wrong with how they're living their life. But let's say that they're always productive. They're always from 9 to 6, they're taking clients, or they're cooking or whatever. They're constantly working and being productive. From their vantage point, they have a pretty big life. It's an active life. It's a busy life, but it's only busy in accordance to their level of awareness, right? Their life is a reflection of their level of awareness. So they think they have a big life, but in the grand scheme of things, they don't realize there's a bigger circle around them that they haven't accessed yet, that they haven't tapped into yet. You got it? Once you become aware, oh, I've been in this small circle, keeping myself super busy, but I'm not really having a big impact. What if I'm supposed to have global impact? What if I'm supposed to make an even bigger difference or to leave a bigger dent on this universe? As soon as you become aware, oh, I don't need to work as much. I was only working as much because I had a fear of missing out. I had a fear that I wouldn't make as much money that day, right? The second that you tap into that higher awareness, to that bigger circle, right, which is your future manifested physical life, but it has to start in the awareness. It can't start physically. It starts with your awareness. The second that you increase your level of awareness and you go, oh, what if by letting go of my fear of missing out, I'm now going to sort of hold the new frequency to enable my physical reality to start reconfiguring itself and reacclimating itself to my new level of awareness. That's when all the fears come up, right? Because now you're being asked to not work as much. You have to embody the reality that you want to have. You have to become it. But you have to become it in your awareness first, which is why you might need to rest a lot. That's because you're processing a lot. You're processing all of that fear out of your body, which is why you need to rest. Because when you raise your level of awareness, it's like a balloon. It blows up and you're no longer a match to the previous circle, to the smaller life, right? And that smaller life wasn't bad. It just wasn't your highest potential because you weren't thinking outside of the box. So as soon as you raise your level of awareness and you're like, wow, I can have an easier life and I can make passive income and I can make more than I was making. That's just an example, okay? It doesn't have to be with work. It could be with relationships. It can be with traveling. It can be with anything in life. It has to do with how big of a dreamer you are. So once you raise that level of awareness, your entire energy field has changed. Now it's going to start to get rid of, it's going to start to dislodge or to dispel all the energy that was in that smaller circle that was keeping you small. That's when you have to rest. That's when you have to feel it all. That's when you have to surrender and you have to accept that you're no longer that small circle. Okay? And so what's going to happen is as soon as you hold that awareness, all right, for every minute, for every second that you hold that awareness, guess what's happening? Everything that's not a match to that level of awareness, to that frequency, to your upcoming physical reality, which hasn't manifested yet, right? But your awareness is that reality. Your awareness informs everything, all right? It dictates every reality that you're creating. As soon as you hold that, what's going to happen? Your entire physical world has to start to readjust itself, reprogram itself to meet your new frequency. Now, this is where most people fail. They get scared. Oh my God, I'm not making money. I have to go find a job, right? But all you're doing is stuffing it back down, right? You're shrinking yourself back down into that small circle as opposed to holding the awareness of the bigger circle. When you hold the awareness of the bigger circle, everything energetically starts to reorganize for you. You don't have to do a thing. You just have to stop taking the bait of your previous reality. You can't succumb to fear anymore. You can't succumb to shame or blame or guilt or any lower vibration. You get it? So it's kind of like a remote controller. You program it. You can program your reality, right? So as soon as you have a higher awareness, oh, I've been showing up 9 to 6, but now I'm going to up level myself. I'm going to show up for 1 hour a day and make 3 times the money. You have to embody that awareness, become that awareness, and you have to hold it for a while. You've got to prove that you believe in it. You've got to prove that you believe in it. And eventually it gets spit out into your physical world. It becomes your physical world, right? So your frequency is manufacturing a reality. But a lot of people don't go all the way because they don't believe in their frequency. So I hope that helps you. It's like a remote controller, and then the screen it's like a radio station, right? If you're on 102.7, you're not going to hear any other songs. That's because you're committed to 102.7. So it's like you're inputting coordinates through your frequency, and then your physical reality has to reorganize and readjust to that frequency. That can take time because everything in your body has to transform. But frequency doesn't lie. So that eventually becomes your reality. So dream big, think big. Don't play small. Think big. I love you.